So in April, good things happen. Not only hay fever. She's coughing already. My name is Marcel. This is my wife Chaki, and she is wearing a mask and she's coughing. What does this mean in Japan? Does this mean that she's a doctor? You know, no, it means that either she's not wearing makeup or she is preventing herself from catching a cold, or she has what we call hay fever in Japan. Because right now it is March and it's a lot of pollen flying around everywhere, and everybody is sneezing and throats getting scratchy and kayui ne, kayui, right? And so it's just really, and by the way, kayui means itchy, really itchy, very irritating. And so that's what happens in, was it March every year? March?
本当は4月だけど3月、今年なんかすごい3月強くなった急に。
そう本当は4月。
4月ぐらい。でももうこんぐらいの。
So she said normally the pollen stuff starts flying and people get their allergies in April, but this year it's been happening pretty quickly. So very quick. So March everybody's like and it's just crazy. But you know what's funny? This is like a bad joke. This is a very bad joke, so bear with me. I tend to take Japanese words and make some kind of joke out of it, or just use words to make jokes. And so Japanese call it hay fever. So we all call it hay fever, but it's pollen, right? So pollen is the actual thing that's getting in everybody's throat and nose and causes us to sneeze. And so I said to the Japanese people, I said, hay fever is very polite because they always greet you. They say, hey, hey, get it? Hay fever? Okay, sorry. Okay, whatever. So I said it was a bad joke. It was a bad joke. So Chaki, your hay fever, your worst experience, do you have? Like 今まで一番辛いこう花粉の。
初めてヘイフィーバーに会った時。
The first time she met Mr. Hay Fever. So when was that?
小学校の時に。
小学校の時. So that means when she was in elementary school.
ブラスバンドしてたの。
She was in the brass band playing trumpet.
クラリネット。
Playing clarinet.
で、突然悲しくないのに涙がブワーって流れてきて。
Oh, then all of a sudden she started crying even though she wasn't sad.
で、その時に花粉症っていうの自体を知らないよね。
So during that time she was young, she didn't know what allergies was.
で、私はなんで悲しくないのになんで泣いてんのってすごい恥ずかしくなったのを覚えて。
So she remembers that she got so embarrassed and she wondered like, why am I crying and I'm not even sad? Why am I crying?
で、すごい恥ずかしい。
So she got kind of embarrassed.
周り友達いっぱいいて。
Because everybody around her was like looking around and why looking at her like, why are you crying? Everybody around her was like, why are you crying?
恥ずかしかった。で、その後花粉症っていうものを知って、なるほど。
Then that's so cute. That's a cute story. And then she realized. Then later she learned that the reason why I'm crying is because I have allergies. It's the pollen. It's the hay fever.
そうだからたまに日本に来る人っていうのは多分そんなにこのアレルギー出てこないと思う。だけど日本に3年ぐらい住むとだんだん出てくる。
Very interesting. So she said basically sometimes people will come to Japan and they'll live in Japan for a little while, and within 3 years they don't have no attack from the hay fever. But after 3 years, it seems that they just become Japanese.
大体ね。
About 3 years in, you become like.
だから今教会の人たちも花粉症になってる外国の方もいるよね。
Yeah, それ見てちょっと面白いね。なんか。Like even the foreigners that attend our church, now they're like achoo, itching their eyes. But it's kind of like なんか日本人になる感じね。
体がね
なってくる感じね。It's like your body becomes Japanese. で、それだけじゃなくて、not only hay fever, but I'm thinking also, なんか肩痛くなる。
肩痛くなる
なんか
ね。肩凝ってくる。
There's a thing in Japan, maybe you don't know, that Japanese people, most of them have some like stiff shoulders and like, back pains and stuff. And so the joke is, the longer you stay in Japan, the more Japanese you become. And so you'll see often Japanese people do this a lot, like, kata itai. They say kata itai,
聞いてみるといいです。自分の友達が日本に住んでる場合に、肩痛くなったとか、花粉症になったとか、もしその人が長く日本に住んでたら、多分その症状が出てくると思う。
Oh, that's funny. So ask your friends, ask someone that you know who's living in Japan, and say, has your neck been hurting lately, or has your back been hurting? And that will let you know that they are turning Japanese. That will let you know that they've been in Japan a long time. So
でそれはちょっとでもあれだ、なんかちょっとね、良くない方ね。でもこれからの季節、日本はすごくいいことが起こるよ。
Oh, so that's kind of like the negative form of being in Japan and like, oh, my back hurts, and I'm getting the hay fever. But there's some good news. There's some good things that
4月に
happen.
なると
4月 means April.
桜がブワーって日本中、
Wow.
もう今咲いてるところもあるんだけど、
Yeah.
早い桜はね。だけど本当4月桜ブワーって、
Wow.
もう咲き始めてすっごい綺麗になる。
So in April, good things happen. Not only hay fever. She's coughing already. Not only hay fever, but the sakura cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms are so beautiful, and they blossom in the month of April, and it's just so beautiful.
桜がね、私たちの家の近くで桜が咲いたらぜひ皆さんに見せたいなと思います。
Yes, so when the cherry blossoms show up near our home, we want to show you guys. So we'll be sure to show you a video. We'll be sure to show you how beautiful the sakura is. So they call it sakura in Japan, so it's cherry blossoms. And they're very beautiful. Jack-san, there's a story about the cherry blossoms. I used to be a bus monitor. なんか昔ね、最初の仕事は私はその学校のバスのセキュリティだったね、警備ある意味ね。And I remember our bus, so I used to be a bus monitor, basically a bus kind of like security guard for children going to school. And I remember it was April and the cherry blossoms were so beautiful down this road. And the bus driver, he's Japanese, ne? And he was driving so slow. And he was looking up like this. Like that, like he was almost crying. Ne? So then that time I realized, wow, Japanese people love cherry blossoms. Why is that?
Beautiful.
No.
綺麗、本当綺麗。それは日本、他の国にもあるのかな。日本はもうなんか桜っていうイメージがすごい強いのね。だからその日本のいいところでおすすめしたいこと。
Wow, yeah. So I asked her why Japanese love the cherry blossoms. She said because they're beautiful, and basically it's like cherry blossoms is like the image of Japan. It's the
なんか富士山、マウンテン富士と桜っていうのはなんか日本をアピールするときになんかよく使われる感じ。
That's true. That's true. Because when you think of Japan, you think of Mount Fuji, right? Think of Mount Fuji. You think of cherry blossoms. You think of sushi. Sushi. You think of ramen.
本当?
Yeah, I think so. Do you guys think of ramen? So I want you to put in the comments, when you think of Japan, what do you think of? Do you think of ramen? Do you think of Nintendo? I want to give it all away.
侍?
Samurai. Samurai.
あとアニメね。
Anime, yes, big. That's big. Anime is big. Yeah, anime. Oh, maybe you didn't know this. The word karaoke is actually Japanese. Karaoke. That's another video. See you later. Thank you for hanging out with us. My name is Marcel. This is my beautiful wife, Chiaki. Please pray for her kafun. So sometimes it's difficult because I don't know if she's laughing or coughing. So anyway, we love you guys. God bless you. See ya.